There are still 2 matches remaining in Double Gameweek 22 at the time of recording, but a score of 60 points so far with a 4-point hit has seen a rise up to 39k. It's the single Gameweek players that have earned double digits in defence, with João Cancelo in particular repaying the decision to avoid using the free hit chip. No defender has taken more shots or touches in the opposition penalty box than Alexander-Arnold during the game week so far. With James Maddison losing one of his fixtures to postponement, it was Bruno Fernandes who instead came in as a double game week punt, largely due to the limited number of options available and with the injured Heung-min Son needing to be replaced. Last season's top scoring player was gifted the opening goal by a rare error from Emi Martinez, but there was nothing the keeper could do with the second effort, which Fernandes rifled in off the underside of the bar. I still maintain that it was sensible to captain Cristiano Ronaldo on the available information we had pre-deadline, and it was a surprise to see him miss out completely against Aston Villa. Fingers crossed he comes good against Brentford tonight. Josh King saw his double game week cut short after Burnley successfully applied to get their match postponed, but Michail Antonio found his 4th return in 5 matches. The West Ham number 9 went close to adding a second assist late on, when his deflected cross was chested narrowly over the bar by none other than Jarrod Bowen. So let's look ahead to the transfer plans ahead of Friday's Game Week 23 deadline. The plans will be very much dependent on whether or not Aston Villa get a double game week. If that doesn't happen, I'm fairly happy to roll the transfer and have 2 moves to get Mohamed Salah back in Game Week 24 should he be available. Although a defensive replacement will also be needed, given that Chelsea are without a fixture in 3 of the next 5 game weeks. Reece James continues to be sidelined, and Aymeric Laporte is someone I've got my eye on. He's started Man City's last 8 league matches, with 3 goal involvements in his last 4. However, should Villa and potentially Leeds or Burnley get their double, I'd then be looking at taking either a 4-point or an 8-point hit. And rather than Laporte, it would be Digne coming in. He's yet to record an assist this season, having produced 17 in the past 2 seasons, but ranks amongst the top 6 defenders for attempted assists, with 24. 3 of Aston Villa's next 4 opponents, Everton, Watford and Newcastle, rank amongst the bottom 7 teams for goals and big chances over each team's respective last 4 matches. Ollie Watkins would become a captaincy option in the event that Villa get a double game week, so he'd almost certainly come in. And with Josh King facing a home fixture against Norwich, it would either be Michail Antonio or Cristiano Ronaldo to make way. There is enough money to get Mohamed Salah back even if it's Antonio who goes, but West Ham's next 4 fixtures look promising. Finally, a 3rd transfer for either Coutinho or Raphinha could be an option. Opting for the Leeds midfielder would see Bruno Fernandes immediately making way, while bringing in Coutinho would mean selling Douglas Luiz to free up a 3rd Aston Villa slot, something I'm not overly keen to do. But again, that all depends on whether Villa or Leeds get their double game week, which is something we may not know until close to the deadline, unfortunately. For now, I'll work on the assumption that we don't hear of any additional games before the deadline, which would mean saving a free transfer, and here's how the team would line up. There have been doubts cast over Arsenal's tie with Burnley, with both teams seeing games postponed recently. But if it does go ahead, Aaron Ramsdale will get the nod over David De Gea, though the United man makes for a very capable backup. Across each team's respective last 4 matches, Burnley have scored just 2 goals, ranking joint bottom with Norwich. Alexander-Arnold and Cancelo are sure to keep their places, but Antonio Rudiger could drop to the bench if Digne comes in. But as mentioned, I only intend to bring in the Frenchman if Villa get a double game week this week. Chelsea have won all 4 matches against Spurs under Thomas Tuchel, in all competitions, keeping a clean sheet each time, and Rudiger scored on 2 of those occasions. Diogo Jota has just 1 return in the last 3 game weeks, but remains amongst the top 2 midfielders for shots in the box, with 9. Only Jarrod Bowen has taken more. Crystal Palace have shipped 7 goals in their last 4 matches, keeping just 1 clean sheet, and only 5 teams have conceded more than their 10 big chances. Bowen has been afforded a league-high 7 big chances in the same period, and ranks joint top for big chances created, with 3. West Ham have created the most big chances across each team's respective last 4 matches, and rank 2nd for goals scored, behind Arsenal. A change in management could spark a reaction from Everton, who fashioned just 5 goals and 4 big chances in their last 4 matches. Damari Gray has remained one of their best performing individuals this season, with no teammate offering more shots or attempted assists across their last 5 matches. Mikel Antonio ranks amongst the top 3 forwards in the last 6 game weeks, with only Brozier and Edouard earning more points. Only Kane, Lacazette and Edouard compared to his 2.41 expected goals figure in that time. But there could be the opportunity to bench him against Man United, depending on that Aston Villa double gameweek news. Ralph Rangnick's side have conceded just 5 big chances in their last 4 matches, with only Brighton and Spurs allowing fewer. The returns have trailed off for Josh King of late, with no goals and just a single assist across his last 6 appearances. But no teammate can better his 1.24 expected goals figure during that period, and he's attempted the most assists. Norwich ended their losing streak with a 2-1 win over Everton last game week, but they've shipped 11 goals in their last 4 matches. Only Leeds have fared worse. For the time being, captaincy looks fairly open, with Cristiano Ronaldo and Diogo Jota both in my current thoughts. Depending on what we see from the United forward against Brentford, it's likely to be him who takes the armband as things stand. West Ham have kept just 1 clean sheet in their last 6 matches, allowing their opponents 13 big chances, with 7 teams conceding more. However, as mentioned earlier, if we do happen to get an Aston Villa double game week, Ronaldo would then find himself potentially not even in the team, and it would instead be Ollie Watkins or perhaps Raphinha who got the nod.